Hey, what's up guys? Air here. So as promised, I made a video. I think it's one of the most optimal way for a free to play player. Like even if you're not free to play, it's probably the optimal way to play this game. So before I start, this is catered to a free to play player. I don't know how people would play if they spend a lot of money, and just to clear things up, I'm not completely free to play, but what I'm sharing right now is it wouldn't have like it's the same as free to play. You can check the description below in this video. You'll find how much I spend and why I spent them. So basically, it does not affect my gameplay at all and the way I approach this game. So first thing first, I want to show you guys that I did spend money on the Rune package, but it didn't even matter. I think it gives you 3. I spent it like super long time ago. But the runestone, I still have like, I don't know, I think 6 of them, 6 extra ones. And I messed them in the beginning too. Okay, I have 5. So even though I don't buy the pack, I still have 2 extra ones. Anyway, so let's begin. So usually first thing first, when I play this game, first thing I would do is training expedition. Okay, so this is done. So how do you use expedition? It's great. There's different level, gives you different reward and different hour. The longer it is, you get more reward. So what I usually do, for me, I like very end game, late game, I complete all the highest level content. So I would of course do the difficult 5. And these are the reward you will get. It's not guaranteed though, but the chances that you will get them. So confirm efficiency 100%. So this is how high like your characters are level wise. So if they're lower, you get lower percent. But if they're at level 60, same class, then you get 100%. All right, so for me, I would always go for 100% efficiency. So let's say if I don't get 100% here, I would lower it, try to get 100%. But also, you have to check what you need in your training tree. So anyways, what was I gonna say? So the hour-wise, how many 24 hours a day? 1. So that's 3 8 hours. So how I utilize it, it's very different. Let's say I wake up at 8 a.m. I go to work at 10. So when I wake up, usually when you wake up, you can claim your reward, and then let's say that 2-hour gap. I know that the next time I can, log into my phone would be, from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. No, 10 a.m. So that's 2 hours. I always do this reward, and then how long do I work? Let's say I work 8 hours. So at 10 a.m. I'm logging again, claim my reward, and I'll choose 8 hours, because during that 8-hour duration I cannot, maybe I don't have time to play, so I can't log in. So I'll choose that reward, and then so on. And then for example, if I have to let's say I finish work at 9 p.m. and I'm going to go to bed at like 1 a.m. So 9 p.m. I'm log in. I'll choose the 4 hours because I know I'm going to go to bed at 1 a.m. And when I go to bed, I'll choose the 8 hours because I don't know how long I sleep. Then I wake up and I can claim it. So that's pretty optimal. You can do all these. Okay, so now you have to look at your training tree. So you have to know your main characters. Who do they use? So let me just show you guys. Let's say these are my top 5. I'm starting building these. So anyways, infantry, mage, demon, holy, horse. So I'm not using archer really. Horse, sure, but Leon, you don't use horse. You use the angel. So you can check what are you missing. If you're missing the gold one, work on the gold one. If you're missing the SSR material, work on the SSR material. A lot of people, what they do is when they go do their dailies, oh, I can do the highest level. I'm just going to do the highest level one. It makes sense. but sometimes they're missing like the silver one, and they're just accumulate a lot of these. They can't use them. For example, best example would be my archer, because I don't. Okay, horse maybe. Not. Shit. Everything is pretty up to date. Maybe archer is not. So some of them would need like the non-SR one, the plain one. I'm pretty sure I can find some. Okay, I cannot. Oh, like these ones, like silver. You need silver, but people are farming the gold one. Then you're just wasting your time. I mean, not really, but eventually you will upgrade them, but you want to go by order, step by step. So that's how it is. So next would be, if you're a new player, or even if you're not, make sure you get 60 friends. And then when you have time, clear your friend list. Let's say this guy 12 days ago, most likely he quit the game or he doesn't have time to play. Delete him. So each one of these guys give you like 5 friendship points. What friendship point is, you can buy all these stuff here with this. So usually I would buy hammer, but recently I've been buying the friendship Voucher because of the one of the feet. Which one? This one. Use friendship Voucher 1,000 times, so that's what I'm trying to get, so I can get these. Anyways, best way, you should be buying hammers. But I have so many SSR hammers that I don't need any of them. I have like a whole stash of them. Next would be, so we did training. Store. Don't buy anything from the black market. Everything is overpriced. These are not worth your crystals. You'll eventually get them from summoning. Honor, never buy the SR accessory gift box. You get a bunch of them late game. You get a lot of honor points as well. Every month you should be buying all these, and if you have honor points, buy these, because there's a way like you can get your SSR accessories. I got my Overlord badge from this, and I might as well buy it now. Well, unfortunate, but it's one of the best accessory in the game, so but I have it already. So next would be friendship. Buy your hammer. Don't buy these, it's not really useful. You get infinite of this. Equipment is interesting, as you know. I usually don't buy any of the SSR equipment, but I bought them all out. There's a reason why. So usually I buy epic material, martial spirit I meant. But for me, really late game, I don't have all the items, but I have most of the items. And usually I get a lot of dupes from drag and drop, joint battle, whatever. So I would, you know, however you say it, Ori, or I just, you know, I use those 100 to maybe buy it, and I get dupe again or something shitty, then repeat. But anyways, so I already did it this week. Just waiting for some good drops. This I usually buy. I usually do need to buy them, but luckily the feat that we've been doing, when you do a lot of joint battle, you get these for free. So I get a bunch, and this late game you get too much. So I would buy out all these, and then I sell them for gold, and I get a bunch of these again. And sometimes when I have so much, I would just buy these and then sell it for gold, because you never have enough gold. So memory shard is a different thing, and I finally get enough to buy something, but I'm waiting for the runestone. You always want to get the runestone. Okay, so get your friends. There's always free shit. Let's talk about the dailies. For me, I actually no, we should go to the daily. So I'm not even done yet. So this is level 60 stuff. I think there's three keys. Three different mysterious figure. So it's 1, 2, 3, and that's when you use enough stamina, then you can get these for free. When you're level 60, these are so important. You should be, this is like, the only way you can get it is from this and or from the bonding rim. Do your dailies. Sometimes I miss them, but I probably missed them only 3 times or so. But I've missed this maybe over 6-7 times. I didn't know how important it was. I was like, it's just keys, I don't need them. But anyway, so yeah, do those. So this is where I set my border, and that's when I know I'm done for the day, because I think 300 stamina is a lot, and I think the most optimal way is using your stamina. So for people who are, you know, still leveling up, like before level 60, 1 stamina is 1 EXP, and your burger. And I think it's the most optimal way is buy stamina with 40 crystal, because you get 30 back here. So you're basically using 10 crystal to get 120 stamina, and I think that's very worth it. Sometimes, usually I would buy 2 times. Next one would be 60, so that's total 100 minus 30. That's 70 crystal for 240 stamina. And 240 usually, you know, here you should be complete. And the remaining one I would use it to do maybe, well, I don't have any now, like time rifts or like clearing some of the optimal stuff. But again, this is where you can only get your gold keys from the daily bonus. I don't know, I never farm the bonding rim. I don't know if you can get a SSR key from just without the daily reward. So next, go back to this is what I think I recommend you guys spend this on. You get extra dragon reward and the gym reward. I think it's totally worth it. $8, that's like $8 for 30 days. That's like a quarter a day. A quarter a day for entertainment and get you like so much stronger. I think it's worth it, because I think time is money, and I want to get stronger faster. So yeah, finally I can talk about this. I try my best to clear the highest level. Let's say when I'm level 55, I would try to do level 61. Sometimes it feels impossible, but if you can take certain attacks, you don't die in one hit, maybe it's possible. Even though if you don't one-shot your, the enemy, doesn't mean you can't clear it. But there's a lot of like strategy in the games. So that I make sure I finish all of them. Make sure I know what I need. Let's say if I need this, I will do it. So for me right now, I just do like the last one. This I only do it once. I mean, in the beginning, you should do it twice because you need the potion to level up. But level 60, I only do it once. I don't want to spend extra 10 bread. So, also, most optimal way is to do team. It cuts down your stamina to 16 instead of 20, but you also get extra reward, and you have a chance that people can carry you. Maybe let's say I do this. If I see someone with this, like if I didn't clear it myself, I only clear level 60. I only clear level 65. Then if you're lucky, someone will carry you, and then you get more reward. And same goes with all these. You do this, it cuts stamina. So this one for myself is not important, so I definitely would do a team. Dragon, Thunder Dragon is the hardest, and of course you can go look through my guide on YouTube. I think I was pretty underpowered, but I was able to clear it. But I probably used over 30 burgers to get that, to clear the 65 Drake. This same thing, if you do it with people, you save 6 stamina and you get extra reward. So same thing. Gold, sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I collect 2 keys. It depends where I want to spend my stamina. This I do it every time. Timeless Trail is so important. I didn't know what the hell this was. I thought it wasn't important and I didn't do it for the, let's say, first 3 months or so, and then you just get all the stuff that you need in the game, the things that you need. You don't really you don't usually get things you need to buy. They have it in the timeless trial, so it's important to do it, and they're very difficult. That's why you can probably find a lot of guys on YouTube. People have a lot of, it's not just about your power, it's about your strategy, about your team, how you approach, and how you, a lot of like spacing and stuff. So anyways, that and the Eternal Temple, important. These are the only way you can get these material. I know that 55 and 60 really you get almost the same reward. That's why I've never attempted to do the 61. But right now, since the update, you get these fees for doing the 61. So I'll probably start doing it yesterday. I just collect the 55 one. I don't know why. They probably didn't save the data. So I just claimed the 50. Did the 55 one, claimed that one, and then to next week or a few days later, I'll do this one. Okay, so now let's go to bonding. Find your main characters. Your top 5. Don't spend time on these. I mean, now I have a lot of, for example, because right now I just have too many of these. So let's say, and level 5, you get free crystal from everyone, every character. So if you have extra one, first thing you get them to level 5, free 15. And then next one will be level 10. Then you would need to know what's the requirement. Level 10 is the requirement, and win in the arena. So you can do that. I usually do when I have time, but I don't level whoever I don't use because it costs a lot of gold and keys. So I focus on the characters I am trying to build and characters I am going to use. Let's say Sherry. I'm building her a lot of content. You need a really strong flyer. So this is Heart Bond. You get it when you're 33, 35 from bonding. Anyway, so spend what you need to spend on. So a lot of material you can only get from late time rift. Let's say these, you can only get it here. So you want to, the earlier you progress in the game, the faster you progress in the game, the stronger you get. And it costs a lot of gold. Let's say if I do this one, that's 35, but these one is like this much. So I didn't do it yet. I'm gonna think who I need to upgrade. So okay, so let's talk a little bit about time rift. You want to just clear all of them, get 3 stars. I try to get 3 stars every time I play, like first thing, because you can just allow you to sweep the material that you need. And let's say you're stuck, no problem. I mean, everyone gets stuck there fairly hard. Go back to the older ones. Let's say this one I didn't even finish the feat. Look, there's like a lot of crystal you can claim. By the time you finish, you'll be like, oh, I have an extra 100 crystal now. And there's a hidden chest. Who knows what it is? It might be something even better, more crystals. So you can always go back, and then you just want to keep progressing. Everything you need to upgrade your character, everything is in time rift. Your equipment, your classes. Okay, so now let's talk about what to do with the character. First thing first, new or old players, faction buff. So this is my faction, and I also play this faction. So unfortunately, you can't really just play the person I like to play. Let's say I want to play Luna. No, it doesn't work with my team because I have them, but I don't really use any of them. I use her, I use her, sometimes I use her. I use them, but then how should I rephrase this? Just use whoever your main characters are in the same faction. Some characters off faction is okay, like healer can be off faction. Leon can be off faction because he can self buff with chivalry. So when there's a lot of guides on Reddit, you can choose like what path you should go. In the beginning, gives you 2 free runestone path. After that, you need to upgrade the other ones for extra power, and these powers stay permanently. So you have to know. For example, I have Lana. I still haven't mastered this yet. I don't have enough material, so you can always go back. Yeah, and then don't forget you can upgrade your stars, so you can get your shards from here. So now, how do you, like, what shards do you get? Like, there's so many characters. Get the SSR one. Don't get the SR one, because when you summon, when you do a times 10 summon, you guarantee get 1 SR, which means you have a chance to get any of the SRs. But SSR, you don't really get a chance to. I mean, the rate is 2%, so you want to, you know, sweep the SSR, and then by time eventually you'll get them to 6 stars. There's usually events. I don't skip any except the key one and the. It depends what you need. Earlier on, I would need like hammers and like keys, but then late game, I don't need any more hammers, so I wouldn't spend that 10 stamina. And keys, it says you can drop the SSR rainbow key. I've never gotten one ever from the world event. The equipment one is my favorite. There's a high chance you can get a SSR weapon. I think the chances is almost the same as getting one from the dragon. And the gold one, I do it 70k per event. That's, if you do 2, that's like 140,000 gold. So that's a lot. And then next, how do you kind of like build your characters? You look for your character, go to it, like look at the stat S. So this is what you need to build on. Don't build on things that are not A or S. So you want attack. You want all these. People are wondering like, okay, so for example, stats, I want intelligent. If it gives me HP, sure, HP gives you a lot of power, but it's not true power. It's just a number. But when you hit an enemy, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't do a lot of damage. So this is what you want to build on, because their HP is B. Make sure you have. I mean, this one I couldn't get any intelligent, but then magic defense is important. There's some intelligent. This one, intelligent. So I want to build. Oh, this one attack, or for Matthew it's attack or HP. So I want to build these. That's basically how you build your character. One thing I forgot to say is when you do your training, let's say I have my sorceress max, you can check who shares them. So I use these 3. So when you master a class, not a class, like a troop, it does not just benefit this character. It benefits your whole cast. Whoever is using under the same class like Holy and Demon and uses the same troop. So let's say right now I go back to Bozo here, 6147 and 5428. So 6147 and 5428. Alright. So now I just farmed enough to level up one of these. Only one. So I'm gonna choose, let's say, all holy. Okay. Attack plus 39. So I'm gonna upgrade. So see, it was 6147, so it added 5. It was 5428 and added by 8. So which means it's benefit the whole, like everyone. So your training is the most important, I think, and it's very expensive. Let's say it costs you a lot of gold. So you want to know, like, the priority, whatever is more important to you. Like archer doesn't matter to me. The horse doesn't matter to me. Infantry, not right now. So my team shares like flyer, demon. So I would train those first. So that's pretty much it. So when I would, let's say I have to fill this 300 stamina, I don't really farm dragon, because dragon, the chances of dropping this especially, and this, is very, very low. So I know a lot of people will farm like 20 run dragon, 20 times 30, that's like 600 stamina. You'll probably get 600 stamina from all the burgers, from buying like twice, and then the time that it regenerates the stamina. But this one, you can get some hammer. You can get like equipment, but getting SSR equipment, I don't know. The drop rate is pretty low. But I usually, I just do this. I will work, and then I just go auto, and then I watch TV, and I go auto. And these are all permanent stats. Rates of dropping these are pretty low too, but at least you guarantee get this or this. And that's where that's how you get strong. Like these, let's say Angel alone, if you max it, let's say I go to, I don't know, go something weak. If you max an Angel, that's 800 power. So that's how important it is. No, even if you get equipment, you're only benefiting one character. But if you get like the troops, you spend your stamina on your troops, your whole cast gets stronger. When you luckily get the drops from the dragon, you still have to upgrade it, and you probably get like 100 power on that character. Eventually you'll get those drops, in my opinion, but it's more important to, get permanent ones first. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and you need to join a guild. First thing first, join a guild. There's a lot of things you can only buy, and this is where you save your stamina. And if you're under level, you haven't cleared the time rift, this is where you can buy your stuff. And you don't have enough gold, here you can buy more gold, 1 runestone, and yeah. I might be missing something, I'm not too sure. I usually don't. Okay, yes. Talking about summon, I usually only summon with Voucher. You can't do anything else but summon. So usually this, I will save it for gold. Sometimes I run out of gold. Luckily now I don't, because I basically got most of the equipments. And when I need to do an upgrade, I just have enough gold. But this, I will save it for gold. And recently I've been very desperate, because these are limited characters, so I've been using some crystals to summon. And don't forget, you have alchemy. You want to clear your inventory. These are gold. I have a lot of like useless. I don't know if I need them, but right now sometimes I don't clear them. Like these, you just get 4,000 because I have so much of this I can buy. And then crystals, I have. Look at all these. I made a mistake before. I farmed dragon. I waste a lot of time. But good thing these sells like pretty well. Let's say 10 of this. That's a lot of gold. And every time you do a joint battle or like a dragon run, you get quite a lot. The higher level one, of course. Other than that, I think that's it. Like, as long as you train your troop, I don't even have optimal equipment. and it's this powerful. And bonding, of course. Do your bonding. Only level 4, not even level 10. I think if I reach level 10 and this reaches level 10, this doesn't really do much, but I just want to clear it because he's all based off magic defense. I think if I max these two, I can possibly be 6,500 or even 7,000. So yeah, if there's any questions, always feel free to comment below. And I think that's everything. I really don't know what else I haven't covered, but this is how I would play and approach the game. Thank you for watching, guys.